Hello and welcome back to another exciting video by yours truly. I was going to make a joke like, who has two thumbs and is ready for Shiyu Defense? This guy. But I decided against it. I don't know why, it was pretty funny. So, today, Shiyu reset. Well, I'm attempting Shiyu reset today. Reset like 2 days ago, whenever it was. And it got me curious. I made a video about HP inflation over in Deadly Assault. That's not about that. I want to see what it's like over in Shiyu Defense. So that's why we've got the teams lined up. And exciting one, I finally have Sissia built. That's right, I accidentally pulled Sissia, trying to build Pity, gambling addict. So I justify it. And I decided, you know what? Let's just try her out. You know, electric weak boss. So here we are. Now, before we get into it, I did a little bit of research beforehand. Let me just pull this up real quickly. So we got two websites, Nanico, and I forget what this is called, but the Burr Flip Explode, whatever. Now then, currently we have 2.8 Phase 2, which is live. The boss is here, Defector, I don't know who that is, I think it's Isolde. And we've got Minato, and we've got Jester. Now then, doing a little big and seeing how bad the inflation's going to get. If we scroll down here, we see Minato, in this wave, has 27 million HP. And just to really round it off, 989,439 HP. And we go over to 2.7 Phase 1, the last time he was in Shiyu Reset. 31,987,930 HP. So, believe it or not, it's gone down. However, I wasn't happy with that. I wanted to do a little bit further digging. So that's why we got this. And that's also zoomed in. Now, here it is again, you know, 27,989,439 HP. Totally fine. I went back. Okay, I went back, and that's the wrong one. It's this one. Same again. Completely different Shiyu. 27 million. I don't know if this is in the past or in the future, but the fact his HP has stayed the same. Pretty good sign. And I think I have a theory as to why that is. We're just yapping a little bit now. I couldn't find the Defector, so I do think she's new. I can't, I don't know, but we'll see. Jester. 34 million, 54,494 million HP. That has gone up. However, the difference between this going up and Shiyu Defense, Deadly Assault going up, is it's a 2 million increase. Not 80 million HP like Vesper, okay? So, I like the balancing act. I know I got flack before from some people being like, actually, I can still clear, and two of my favourite CCs can clear. Cool, good for you. Whatever. You're not a casual player base. Games for casuals. Let's be honest, huge part of the player base. That said, here's why I think the HP hasn't shot up as drastically in Shiyu Defense. It is because, well, it's timed, but it's timed in a way where you have to deal more damage in less amount of time. Whereas in Shiyu Defense, it's just get 20,000 points, or better if you want to really be dragging out to a casual level, get 14,000 points to 2-star all floors, problem solved. This is a legitimate race against the clock, and it's 2 to 3 waves. That's why if we look here, it says 2 waves of enemy attacks. And you got these two arseholes. I believe this is 2 waves once again. All of these. This is also 2 waves? Yeah, 2 waves. So you have to really fight against the clock. And obviously, we bumped the HP by 35 million. That's not going to be good. So thankfully, you know, I like the idea they gave us both. I like what we have Deadly Assault, which... let me rephrase that. I don't like that there's HP inflation. Or a drastic amount. I understand HP inflation is natural progression of the game. It's how, you know, you sell new units. Be like, hey, they do a slightly little bit more. The problem is, they try and power out, like, agents from 2 patches ago. Like, Billy right now. Billy's great. I don't have him yet. Maybe, we'll see. But wouldn't it suck if you've just spent a load of money to get Billy, and 2 patches later, hey, guess what? Billy sucks now. It's not going to feel good, is it? Anyway, that said, I've rambled long enough. Let's get into this, and hopefully you enjoy the gameplay, and it's not too bad. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. Floor 1 with Chungus. This should be an easy clear because it's Chungus. Let's be honest. You also want to target this Gunner guy because fuck this guy. Alright. Ultra Instinct. Oh shit, it is that boss. It is the one I'm thinking of, okay. And we just do it again. We would do a long combo, I think. I should not have done the long combo. That's on me, that's a mistake. However, we can recover because it's Chungus. Okay, we're holding the ult for this. Now we do this. And now we get the big damage. Alright, what do we think so far? It's not too bad. What's crazy as well is we can drop back to dial. Cancel that. I realised I should have just... We got the chime to do this. Wasted like a precious 2 seconds, but hey, is what it is. So that's phase 1. Not too bad. And that's Chungus for you. Got my day just to be sure. Like, look at that. 89.1% of the damage of 100. So, yeah, she's pretty good. Okay, I want to make a quick little side note here. It's Shun Guang. So, of course, that boss was going to lose. We're going to S rank it because it's Shun Guang. Void Hunter. Do I need to say more? And that's why this next floor, hopefully, I want to say is a bit more of a struggle. However, as you probably can tell by the lineup, or you saw earlier, it's Miyabe, Nangon, Yuzuha. So, kind of expect the same thing. And I think this is also a good indicator of, hey, you can be carried by the IDs, the units that you have, the teams that you've built. That does play a factor in it. You also have to know how to play them, though. Which is why the Sissia, which has disappeared for some reason, whatever, is going to be a problem. For me, at least. Anyway, let's do Miyabe. You know me, I love Miyabe. I'm the #1 Miyabe Glazer. So, here we go. Bearing in mind what I'm pretty sure this is going to be shielded against her because it's an unfreezable boss. That said, hopefully this goes well. I think what we're going to do as well is just have these as first-time attempts, and then after that, I might add stuff after. Does that mean for that to happen? hold on. Let's pop this. You know what? I messed up there, but that's fine. Okay, let me see if I can get the Nami stats first. Okay, here we go. I think we got it now. Alright, then pop this. Blast my shield. Yay. Hold it. Wait. So, as you saw there, once again, Miyabi team. It was bound to clear. Why wouldn't it? Miyabi. So, that said, we got one floor left, and you kind of see the difference as well between 80 million HP and HP that just kind of stays the same and fluctuates between, hey, here's 4 million, here's like less than as we saw there. Let me pull it up once again when I find it. You can see there, on this one, wherever it was, yeah, 31 million in 2.7. This one's 27. So he's lost HP. And it does make a difference for clear times and whatnot. So with that said, we've got one more floor to do. Yay! You'd love to see it. I probably should have practiced this year beforehand, now I think about it. So I'm assuming that with this is the Venom, right? That has to be the stacks of Venom. Okay, let's do this and see how badly you can go. So is that the move? It's just playing Soldier Zero, what? I don't feel like I'm playing Sissy, you know? I don't, what? It's not even that, Rex, it's just, I don't understand. What? Hold up, it's because the first time playing her, so. Hold on, let me check one thing. Let me check the detailed stats. I need to know how she's doing. Crit rate, crit damage wise. Okay, so 93 over 152. Not too bad, not too bad. But it's being recorded live over on YouTube and Twitch. You know, take your pick. Don't forget to head on over there, like, subscribe if you're new, follow over on Twitch, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Hit the bell for notifications. That being said, the show's over. I'm going to be honest, we're interrupting this just so I can air a little bit of grievances right now. I say grievances. This is just learn from my mistakes, learn how to play your characters beforehand, because I have no idea how to play Shiyu. I feel like it's just hold EX attack, hold basic, swap to... I just feel like I'm playing Soldier Zero. Rather than the 3 characters. I mean, Trigger's already just kind of on for like 5 seconds, which is great. That's what you want. She's there 5 seconds. She's a lot of her work off field. But with Shiyu, I'm just like, when can I swap to Soldier Zero? And if a character feels like that, it's fine. Sure, I know she's good, possibly, but let's do this again. It's like that. Like, okay, I did that, but why? Like, what was the point of me doing that? And I'm doing all this. Okay, hold up. Well, I've already fucked up that up. So this is already a bad one, by the way. Okay, hold up. I feel like I'm meant to do this, but... Oh man, fuck me. Like, what am I doing? Oh, so I'm on Shiyu, right? Oh, I meant to hold this down. Is this the way? Is this the method? I'm doing that. Do I hold this down? Well, clearly I don't hold it down. Alright. Alright. I'm not getting the thing. Which I guess is fine, but... Fuck me. Alright, so we do that. 1, 2, 3. Hold that down. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, that felt really bad. Did that look as bad as it felt? Be honest. Because that felt pretty fucking bad. Like, very insanely bad. Shiyu, I don't know. Here's where we get into the issues now. Okay. Let's do a good and bad and then wrap this up, shall we? So, here are some positives. First of all, the HP inflation. Totally fine. Like, inflation, I should say. Totally fine. Like I said before, Shiyu's whole thing is it's waves, and you have to deal as much damage during, like, you're racing against the time to deal a lot of damage. And obviously, spiking up by 10 million HP or whatever is going to be really bad. So it's cool we haven't done that there. It felt really nice and clearable. This is just a genuine skill issue. That was because I don't know how you play Shiyu. So I was effectively playing with two agents the whole time. Granted, I know these two. It's just Shiyu. And then, yeah. So, like I was saying, this is just a genuine skill issue with Shiyu. Now, here's the real problem. Here's the real problem. And I'm going to go back. This is going to be... We're going to do another follow-up to this as well. The problem is, you look at these two S-rank scores. Could it be better? Yes, absolutely. But these were just first-time clears, as you've seen. The problem is, of course they were S-rank first-time clears. I'm using Shungwang and Miyabi on two of them. I'm going to try this with Banyu and see what happens. Overall, though, I like Shiyu. I still have my issues with Shiyu. I still think this should have been Node 6, like, right here. I still think it should have been like this, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should have been the critical node one. Or this one here. The suppression. It's fine, it is what it is. It's, clearable. But yeah, it's just kind of disingenuous information because two of the best teams, two of their characters are clearing, so... Like, oh my god, of course it's clearable. I'm using fucking Big Chungus and Foxes. Like, what do you want? Anyway, that being said, like and subscribe. Let me know how you find Shiyu Defense. Are you happy with the HP inflation? Do you like how they've handled it? Do you prefer it over Deadly Assault? I think, honestly, I might prefer Shiyu over Deadly Assault. Maybe, possibly. I do. Now I've been playing it more and more, I actually kind of really dig Shiyu's change. The whole, hey, race against the clock to deal as much damage as possible. Sure, it can be an indicator of, well, now we can just sell you the newest, latest units who deal the most damage. Absolutely. However, skill expression and team building and team management, know your characters, does go a long way. So I always recommend learning characters you like first. Because, say if you really like Soldier Zero, and you know every ins and outs of that character, you put her on a team that you also learn, you're going to do better than somebody who just goes, yeah, you're going to do better than this, put it that way. You could run this same team and have more time invested, and you would do way better than this. That being said, end of the video. See you for the next one. Stay refreshing. Haha, funny outro.